Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is a pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 14th of March. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Okay. Right. I haven't rolled ES, NQ, and RTY and YM yet. I'm rolling them all this weekend. And possibly oil and natural gas as well. I haven't looked at those yet. We're still on the old contract on these, but not going to make a lot of difference at this stage. You just add some for the June contract. All right, so where are we? We've still got a potential double bottom here. The initial double bottom has broken up and failed. We are holding the 5,500 pretty well. We do have a decent amount of support at this level. So let's have a quick look at, wait a second. Right, let's have a quick look at ES. So we've got a significant low here, which was the one in September at 54.99.25, and this is a significant level. But I would say that we're getting very close now to the double top target. I've got that in the 54.40 area, and it's looking pretty close. We may well be reaching that soon. It's further away a bit on SPX, but we're getting to the stage where we may well be reaching that soon. So we will see. Okay, so let's have a look at NQ, where we've got a perfect flag channel. This is suggesting strongly that we're going to see a retest of this low soon, which is something I'd kind of be expecting today, even if we do see a decent rally. RTY, nice looking double bottom. The initial one again broke up and failed. YM has been the weakest actually, relatively. So we haven't really formed any kind of reversal pattern here. We had a nice looking double bottom yesterday, but we've kind of lost that today. DAX and STX are rallying. We've got an inverted head and shoulders, which is broken up on DAX with a target basically back up at a retest of the high, and ESTX, it has got we've pretty much made target on the buy signal. We've made that target again on DAX, and the YM one has failed. So we've only got three targets, three of those signals left. ES1 is still short of target, and Q1 made the possible near-miss target and then returned pretty much to the 30 level, so I took that off. So the only ones we've got of those six that fixed are RTY and ES now. So the other ones have either failed or made the possible near-miss target. So we will see. All right, let's have a look at those on the bigger picture charts. Okay, I've got my next post on Monday is probably going to be about the lower bound ride. Now we've been seeing 13 days basically on ES here. This is not a record. I think I saw a 16 once, but we're getting pretty close to what should be a bounce. So the question is, have we reached it so far? And there, I'm wondering, we've now got very close to the double top targets on SPX. The first one here, 54.40, and obviously lower, but for the extended target. But we're pretty close to reaching that first target, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if we went down to get that before we saw a bounce. We're equally very close to the double top targets on NQ. Very close. I've got those at 459, 460, and the low yesterday was 466. I'm wondering if we're going to hit that again before we get a bounce. Dire, obviously this broke down last and is still a long way away from the target, so that's not so much of an issue there. All of these we've now broken with confidence, the 200 DMAs, and I'm wondering whether we're going to see a back test of that as a rally. I'd love to see the daily middle band if we see a decent rally, but the first target would be the 200 DMA, apart from on IWM, which is where it's not so much of an issue. Because that's a long way above, and actually it's above the daily middle band. All right, we've still got a lot of positive divergence here. We could, if we see another thrust down, we could easily lose that. Looking at IWM on the hourly chart, we've still got an hourly buy signal. Nothing really on the 15-minute chart, but I do have a decent looking pattern here, although the next obvious target within the pattern would be this trendline resistance in about the 201 area. Looking at the others on SPX, we still got the hourly buy signal, but I mean, I'm really almost disregarding that at this stage. It's so we've got on the 15-minute chart, we've still got a 15 minutes. Sorry, I hadn't marked it in, but we've got an RSI 14 buy signal fixed. We do not have an obvious pattern, but we do have a possible double bottom. Qs, we've got an RSI 14 buy signal fixed again on the early. We've got a nice looking pattern here. Next obvious target after two hits of the support trend line would be this trend line here in about the 478 area at the moment. On the 15-minute chart, no current divergence, but it is a nice looking decline setup here, and this might be the foundation for a rally when we get one. Is this a nice looking double bottom here? Yeah, it is. So we will see how that goes. Dire, still got an early buy signal as well. No really obvious pattern from the high, but we do have a smaller pattern, although it would look better if we actually went down and tested this this support, which we haven't yet. All right, let's have a look at DAX and STX. DAX, I'm thinking may go back and retest the high directly from here. It's looking pretty good on the hourly chart. I am wondering though, as an alternate, whether we may be forming a head and shoulders here. In which case the ideal high would be in about the 22,850 area. Looking at Nikkei. Seeing a bit of a rally here, trying to come off the daily lower band. No obvious reversal pattern though, but certainly we've got plenty of positive divergence, possible RSI 5 buy signal brewing, and a weak RSI 14, which I haven't marked in yet. All right, let's have a look at DX. DX has seen a bit of a rally. We've got a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed, and it may be resuming the downtrend. I've got a number of targets, but I think this is part of a larger move, which is probably taking us back to the 97 area. ZB. I marked in this possible flag support yesterday morning before we'd actually reached that support, and you can see that it's come to that support exactly and bounced there. This is, at the moment, a very nice quality bull flag wedge. Next obvious target within the wedge would be this trendline resistance in about the 117.31 area, and I'd be leaning towards seeing a retest of this high. I think that might well be the second high of a double top, and as and when we reached it. CL, we've got a nice looking double bottom here. It's not really been delivering anything, and it may not. I think whether or not we see a large bounce here, I think we've likely got a retest of 63.57 coming in the not too distant future. NG, we've seen a nice little decline here. Bigger picture, I've got targets in the 575, 625 area, and I'm not seeing anything compelling saying we aren't going to reach those targets. We've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed, resistance at the week pivot at 4.231, but that's only the resistance for today, of course. GC finally retested the high. Could it go higher? Yes. Do we have a 60-minute sell signal fixed? Yes. Could this be a double top? Yes. So I am wondering if we're going to see it pull back here. SI equally finally made it to the retest of this high here. This is a nice looking megaphone here. It could break through the resistance, and there are arguments for it going higher, but there are also arguments for this being the second high of a double top. And again, we've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed. HG, we also have a potential double top here. No current strong divergence. That's actually a weak, very weak 60-minute sell signal fixed, which I haven't bothered marking in. Again, this could be a double top. I am wondering about that, but I wouldn't be astonished to see the metals break higher. I'm pretty bullish on the metals. Okay, looking at the currencies, not an awful lot to see right now. No signals, no obvious patterns that we could have a head and shoulders forming here. On the euro, we will see. Looking at KC. Just have a look at the Canadians. Canadians actually haven't seen. I mean, it's weakened a bit. Obviously, this is inverted. So when this goes higher, the Canadian dollar is going lower. But we're not really seeing an awful lot of trouble here. KC, still wondering about this flag, ABC, and wondering whether we're going to see a move to the 355 area on SB. We've got a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed. We've now made the double bottom target. So I'm wondering very seriously about another move down. This doesn't look very obviously like a bear flag, but I'm wondering if it might be one. And this is just basically a slightly more than 50 back rally. It's we will see. CC. Heading back into a retest of the low, I think. This was looking like a triangle forming, and I think it's a bearish triangle. It's setting up a retest of this low. I wouldn't be surprised to see this go lower. ZW, we had a flag here and that broke up. It's retested the high. This could be the second high of a small double top, and this could be a larger bear flag forming. So this is an inflection point here on grains. We could break considerably higher, or we could be going back in for some low retests. On corn, this again looked like a flag, broke up, didn't retest the high altogether. I'm wondering if it might need to. On soy, we almost retested the low and got a double bottom there, but not quite. I'm still leaning towards seeing a retest of this low. On cotton, we've had a nice looking double top there yesterday. It's still not bad and could be a nested double top. I'm wondering about a reversal back down. Lumber, wondering about a retest of this high at this stage. I am thinking on the bigger picture this might be turning down. Live cattle has gone a bit higher. We had a nice looking double top here and we've lost that. We've still got possible 60-minute sell signal brewing. Not seeing anything compelling saying this isn't going to be going higher, bigger picture, but I'm wondering about a retracement. On lean hogs, we broke up from the IHS and we've come back and we're back testing the weak to pivot area and basically broken the broken IHS neckline. I'm leaning towards this heading back up, but not particularly strongly. Okay, great. Let's have a look at questions. Yep, you too, mate. Anyway, everyone have a great weekend. I will be back again on Monday. Watch out for a post today. There will be one this morning. All right, take care.